What's up, everyone? Beautiful sunny day. Bluffton, South Carolina. Just got done hanging out at the pool. Was doing some reading and had a thought for you guys that I wanted to share as I'm walking back to my house. So I've been doing a lot of studying recently, and there's one concept that's really been hitting me hard, and I hope it helps you guys as well. And that's the subject of not being what you want to be, but being who you need to be in order to be successful. And not just in your business and your personal life and every area of your life, and in your family and your finances and all those things. And it's really a basic principle, but a lot of people have a hard time understanding how to apply it. And, basically our heart is going to lead us in the wrong direction. Our heart is going to tell us to do things that we shouldn't necessarily do. Our emotions, generally speaking, lead us down paths that we don't want to go. And that can be in a lot of different areas. Let's just use finances as an example. Our emotions when we're going through the checkout line at a store is, oh, I want to grab that candy bar, right? That impulse buy. But our mind, if we're thinking clearly, is going to tell us that that's a bad decision because it's going to take money out of our pocket and it's not going to be healthy for us, right? And so I see a lot of people leading with their heart and not leading with their mind. And if they are leading with their mind, they're leading from a cluttered mind, okay? And what I mean by that is if you're in the weeds of your business or, you're going through it in the thick of things with your family life and, you're just running around like crazy, you're not going to necessarily make good decisions, right? And so there's a couple different things that we have to do. One, we've got to figure out who we want to be, what we want to believe in, what we want to stand for, what we want our businesses to look like, what we want our family life to look like, what we want our finances to look like. We've got to have a clear vision and a plan. And most people don't have that. So number one, figure those things out. Take time to sit down and think about these things and think critically and ask yourself these tough questions. Because I just had a conversation with someone earlier, and the main point that I wanted to get to them was, what do you want your business to look like? Instead of thinking about how to market better, thinking about how to grow your team, what's the vision of your company? What's the mission? What are you really trying to accomplish? And if you don't have those things, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to go slow. You're not going to have any passion behind what you're doing. So you've got to figure out where you're going and what you want out of your life and in your business. And the next thing is you got to start executing to it. So your actions have to align with your vision and your mission. And this is really where the rubber meets the road. Because a lot of people will say that they want something. They'll say that they want a big business. They'll say that they want freedom and they want their business to run successfully. But then they won't hire employees because they're afraid. They won't spend money on marketing because they're afraid. Or they don't know how to market. And it's a very simple thing to learn how to market your business. It's really simple to hire employees. And think about it. Look at all these companies. Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, even the companies that, aren't Fortune 500 companies, but maybe just a successful local restaurant or, a small boutique that's doing very well, right? Like they all have employees. They all have teams. They all have systems. Like these businesses don't happen by accident. The people that are extremely well off financially didn't just wake up and go, oh man, I've got all this money, right? They had a plan and they worked the plan. And when things got hard, when they wanted to buy that thing that they really wanted and their heart was telling them they should buy it, their plan was telling them they shouldn't. So here's the thing, you've got to be what you need to be in your business and in your family and in your finances, not who you want to be, okay? Stop following your heart and follow what the plan's telling you. Follow what your advisors are telling you. Follow what people who are farther ahead than you and are sitting down and mentoring you are telling you. And if you don't have a mentor, get a mentor. It's super important. But stop following your heart and stop trying to be who you want to be. People that have employees, they want to be best friends with their employees. It just doesn't really work that way, right? There's a conflicting relationship there. it's hard to be stern with people and get a lot of production out of them if you're really good friends with them. Now, I'm not saying you can't be friendly with your employees. I'm not saying you can't be nice, but you can't be hanging out with them every day, being buddy-buddy with them, because it's just a conflicting relationship. Same thing with your kids, you know? See a lot of parents that coddle their kids, and then when their kids backtalk to them or don't follow or listen or whatever, well, it's because, you know, you're not really disciplining them the way that you should be. And these are just a couple of examples. It's the same thing with people that don't have money, right? They don't have money because they don't have any plan, and they're not making decisions based off of anything. And if you're aiming at nothing, you're going to hit whatever you're aiming at, right? So if you're aiming at nothing, you're going to hit nothing, right? So you've got to get clearly defined on what you're doing. And I say this all the time, like, you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know what you need in your business, you don't know what you need in your personal life, you don't know how to have a solid financial plan, well, then you're just going to be wandering aimlessly, spinning in circles. Versus me, like, I'm on the phone all week talking to advisors, mentors, and people that are experts that are going to lead me in the right direction. So I've got an amazing team. You know, outside of my cleaning business, I've got an even bigger team and a bigger network. I've got people that are experts in sales, marketing, finance, organizational procedures, you know, running businesses, all those things. And I'm asking them tough questions, and they're asking me tough questions, and we're putting the plans together, and then we're working them for a week, you know, and then we're revisiting them, and we're continuing to work on it. But I see too many people that they want to stay where they're at. They want to just continue to do things the way that they're doing it, and they're expecting things to be different, you know. And just look at, where were you this time last year versus where you're at right now? Is life that much different? If it is, then you're rowing in the right direction. If it's not, maybe you need to make some changes. And look, I want to encourage you guys that no matter where you're at, you can make big changes and you can see huge progress. So don't get discouraged about it. Just make the changes that you need to and go from there. So if I can help you come up with that plan, if I can help show you the way, I would love to. But I just want to encourage you guys that you've got to be who you need to be, not who you want to be. And you got to make decisions and changes based off of that, not where your heart's leading you. So follow your mind, make sure your mind is clear, follow your mentors, follow people that are farther ahead than you, and stop following your heart. Love you guys.